lost for words too. So.
Nah, it's totally valid. I mean, I'm complaining too.
I don't think we're complaining as much as we're trying to figure out what is happening. Like, I think we're all confused more than anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm confused too, but these are those moments where, like, Mother Nature, you know, just kind of humbles you a little bit because there's just stuff that we just don't understand.
It's that luck base.
One thing I'll say, though, is everything happens for a reason.
God has a plan, and it is perfect, Freddy. Yeah, I don't know if I can see this thing.
I'm taking some more sips of this coffee while we're going slow enough to the point where I can actually drink it. Yeah, Eli's gone through, what, tall boy, Red Bull? Yeah, Eli's on like 900 milligrams of caffeine right now. Oh, man. Whoa. Sorry, what did you say, Garrett?
I said I didn't catch that last word, the last statement that Brandon was saying, but I was just saying, you know, you guys were all saying everything happens for a reason, and you know, all that, you know, and then Brandon said a good thing too, so I just said amen to that.
Oh yeah, amen, brother. And another, like, you know what? You know when I got that flat tire at Alta Vista, you know, like, that's one of those moments. It was like, that's how I got to meet you guys. That flat tire healed up, and that helped me out. So, yeah, that's another example.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Now we're going to take that road. Which road did we take?
Now what?
Yeah, now what? Now what? You might want to throw that old radar detector up there, or lane assist up there real quick.
Yeah, don't worry, I got that lane assist.
Yeah, put that lane assist up there so we can assist our lanes. And then, believe it or not, guys, we are storm chasing right now. Believe it or not, we are currently chasing a tornado-warned storm. The sky might be a little deceptive here at the moment. So a little bit of a deceptive sky here. We're at 75. 75. Yeah, we're still a little Texas.
I mean, you're right. I am happy like that shit. That park spot.
That's the tours. Whoa, what's this one? That's our, dude, look at, yeah, we're gonna have to see it. I just didn't put it on because it doesn't look fly. Dude, look at this. Look at this crack here. It's expanding more and more.
Where we can see the updraft in the back, and it has collapsed.
Yeah, copy that. I mean, I'm just trying to get over to this this tornado warning storm here. Now I gotta figure out which road.
And go west. That's kind of what I would do. Because there's no road set in 402 that really goes west. Or 420, excuse me.
420, you say?
Correct. It goes to Rosebud, I believe.
I think.
Correct.
Garrett, okay. Alright, here's
Holy
our road.
crap. Holy crap.
Slowing down.
I'm feeling it.
It's got some beautiful structure, doesn't it? And look at that feeder band, like, extending way out of it. We got nothing but clear blue skies to the south.
does have some beautiful structure.
Yes. Do you see Rosebud down there, Freddie?
He's gonna get the Bardstown camera ready.
Okay, I see 402.
As this
And
little
there's like
cluster
two roads
keeps
that shoot west on
pushing
the 402.
eastward
I don't think I'm
into
gonna
Nelson
make
County.
it to the northern
E-Town, you're all good.
So,
Any rotation is push east. Still some showers around town, nothing too heavy. The rotation percent for E-Town is gone. If you live east of E-Town along the Bluegrass Parkway,
yeah, I'll put that in.
hang
I think
tight
that's
for a
how
few
I'm
more
gonna approach it.
minutes.
How are you guys doing? Are you taking the northern approach?
so we can get this thing a little further out of Hardin County. But E-Town itself, you are Alright, let me get the Bardstown camera pointed to the west.
Yeah, that super sad thing. Yesterday was my birthday. My mom and I strapped a tree. What a great day.
Dude, Chelsea, thank you for the super chat there.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday to you there, Chelsea. I'm sorry I didn't catch that yesterday. I just chaos, but that's awesome. Yeah, yesterday was a fun chase. It was grueling. You all like watched the whole stream yesterday. If you did, you deserve like a badge. Yeah, you deserve like a sticker.
Alright, so this is looking west. Normally you're looking at the heart of town.
And
Just look west. You're not really going to see much, quite honestly, because the rotation is just south of Bardstown. This is just raining.
But yeah, guys, actually, we can show them what's happening. So, we're abandoning this storm. This storm is an L storm. Look at this right here. This storm is an L storm. This right here is double. One after the W storm. So, we're going to go over here to this highway and take this up. And we have a road that shoots west, kind of like that. That's what we're about to take. And when it's just out ahead of this thing, the storm itself is dropping southeast like that. It's dropping down. So we're going to shoot west and get on one of these roads.
So,
that'll put ourselves
we'll hang tight for about 15 more
and let it
minutes.
come to us. So that's really our plan. We're going for the W storm here. Or maybe L storm, depending on how you look at it. Maybe it's an L storm because depending on how you look at it.
Are you getting a good bit of dry time right now?
Wow, I think
at
we
a
can even
brisk
see the
55 miles
updraft.
per hour. The main
So
threats
bright.
with these
And
storms
the
are
only
60-mile-per-hour wind gusts
potential
and
severe risk
penny-sized
we
hail.
have right now
If you're in
is
the
with
path,
this cluster
expect
that is
damage
moving
to
out of
trees
E-Town.
and power lines. This warning
Thank
specifically
you for
impacts
1.2K
areas like
likes, guys.
Columbia,
Appreciate you all.
Lexington,
Northern
West
LaRue
Columbia,
County, but more
Casey,
than anybody else,
Irmo,
Nelson
Forest
County.
Acres, Camden, Winsboro,
It looks like we're
Springdale,
about
The downpours
Dennisville,
30
and many of the surrounding
minutes.
communities.
Just
This
about.
warning
Chat,
is still
can
in
you hang
effect
with us
until
for 30 minutes, or
9:45
you guys
p.m.
will
It
Eastern
is.
Daylight Time,
It's
which gives us
it's
about
really
45
noisy, though.
more minutes.
It's really
Remember,
noisy.
for your safety,
Noisy in the
move
sense that it's not. There's not a huge severe concern.
Okay, checking our camera on I-55 at the rest area. There's a severe thunderstorm warning nearby, with a tornado possible, so we're watching for any lightning activity. All right, so we're still tracking that tornado warning for southeastern Lee, northeastern Phillips, northeastern Cahoma, Tunica, and north central Quitman counties. At 7:58 p.m., CDT radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near St. Francis National Park, moving east at 25 miles per hour. This storm is still packing a dangerous tornado and ping-pong ball-size hail. We're talking flying debris, potential damage to mobile homes, roofs, windows, and trees. Key locations impacted include Helena West Helena, St. Francis National Park, Tunica, Sledge, and surrounding communities. This warning remains in effect for another 43 minutes, until 8:45 p.m. CDT. If you are in these areas, you need to take cover now. Get to a storm shelter or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. If you're in a mobile home or vehicle, get to the closest substantial shelter. This is a life-threatening situation. Please take this seriously. All right, y'all. Let's get an
I get a
update on
chaser.
the ongoing severe
Probably a
thunderstorm
chaser.
warning in
Windmill.
effect for parts
It's not
of
a chaser,
northeastern New
Chad.
I don't think this thing looks fairly healthy, man. I mean,
Then
maybe
rest
not
in
even a tornado
peace.
freezer, but just-
No doubt, it looks beautiful from a supercell perspective, without a doubt.
Or now they're picking up the pace though, so I don't know. Now they're picking up the pace. Now they're going 77. They were going like 55, and now we're going 77. So I don't know. Whatever. We'll follow them. We'll follow. I think it's a chaser. I see like a mount in the roof. Either that or that's the radar detect. That's the KA. Wait, where is the thing?
It's right there. It's on.
Oh, it's up. I thought it was sitting there. Where's the KA detector? Getting no KA right now. Let's go with incognito. There's some that they literally have like frequencies that they can't even like detect, which is kind of scary. But you just gotta be a good boy, guys. You just gotta be a good old boy out there and just, you know,
Not just a good boy.
yeah,
The
just
best boy.
you just gotta be the bestest boy out there and not, dude. Look at this shot with the anvil there. There's the supercell. Believe it or not, there's a storm.
Wow.
Believe it or not, there is a storm out here.
Believe it.
That's actually a pretty cool shot there, with the sun in the middle. Put on your sunglasses, chat. Shades on.
I need to put my shades on.
Actually, I'm gonna deploy my shades here real quick too. Wait, where are my shades? Uh-oh. Are they in my pocket? There we go. We need a sunglass like emoji. We need to add that.
We need a sponsorship for sunglasses.
Ray-Bans, hit me up. This Storm Chase is sponsored by Ray-Bans. Use code Storm Society at shop to get 2% off.
Frozen? Yes. Yes, I did.
Now this guy's cooking. Now he's certified going 80 plus. So I guess I inspired him to go a little quicker. So.
I did. I didn't even realize that I did.
Ooh.
Frozen pointed it out that I quacked like a duck when I moved the camera. I just went.
Wait, here we go. Here we go. We're entering. Oh, wait, goes it gravel here? Bruh. Wait, no, it doesn't.
No, it's just dust.
Just a bunch of dust. We're in new. Ooh. The road goes.
It went
little,
from okay to.
Yeah, the road went from, you know, oh yeah, we can cruise at 80 to, help. I'm a little terrified to go anything more than like 60 on this road with all the potholes and stuff.
Should make some Storm Society sunglasses.
Post up at the top of
Well,
this
we
hill,
could.
uh,
If there's a way to do it, I'll do it. I'll make some society sunglasses.
What's that tube coming
This
out?
would be sick.
Tube coming out? There goes our nice road. I guess New Mexico, they don't do as good of a job at maintaining their roads.
The storm is being extra sus right now.
Trees. Dang. That's why.
Do you see that, Brandon?
Huh?
My voice cracked hard
It's
I see a base,
like-
maybe. Is that it?
left of the
Dude, we can
precinct
see it.
corner.
I can't. It's too bright. Yeah, I think we can actually, like, I think I can see the base all the way from, like, 30 miles away right now. Ooh, here comes some potholes. I swear I could see the base.
This thing is definitely doing sus things.
PDS sus warning. If we can get up on one of these hills, we'll be able to show you, what the Sigma, dude. This road just keeps, watch this road turn into
I was gonna stop
turn
by
into a
that cell
washboard
tower,
road.
but my goodness.
Up on this hill, I see it.
So
I
many
see a
chases
base right
warning.
now, I think. I see like a Scud base.
Can you guys see it? I can't.
I see like a Scud base under there. It's, if you zoom in way
Left
under
side.
there, you can't see it?
No, I can't.
You literally, you can't see that. What? the
Either
heck?
that or it's just a
Whoa.
bad spot for that radar scan.
just barely miss, just barely missing these potholes. Whoa,
A couple isn't nearly what it was
missing them, man.
earlier.
It's
Not nearly.
fine. Oh. It's fine. Whoa.
Gonna rename this stream to Potholes and Semis, live as it happened.
This simulator is renamed.
Driving down Bob's Road, live as it happened.
Bottoming out on Bob's Road.
Oh, that actually knocked out my CarPlay, bro. Jeez. Holy crap, Chad. Right there, you don't see that scud base? Literally. I see it
To the
clearly.
far right?
I clearly see some sort of scud lowering
Well,
there.
there goes my phone.
I clearly see a scud lowering
You can't
underneath.
see it on the screen.
Look at the
Oh,
look
now I
at
kinda-
the structure on it. That's all like a tilted
This
super
I see it,
cell.
I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, even from over here, like the structure on this thing is beautiful, and it's just wild how it's just blue sky to the south. It must be working into like some sin right now.
Poor phone. I'm sorry, phone.
Just rotating underneath the base. I can see a rotation on the east side of it, very slow and broad, but it's rotating.
It's impressive how tilted the updraft is from my angle. It is just like sideways.
I think I'm shooting one of the best time lapses of my life right now.
Yes, I found my wallet.
Brother, same. Where are you close to me?
Look at the structure on that, Chad.
Oh, yeah, I'm just
That's a beautiful
Love it.
supercell. Just beautiful, beautiful supercell here.
The crack right here is really not helping.
I'll be right back.
L crack, dude.
L crack.
Got a little scud lowering again
Yeah,
underneath.
same here, Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool.
All right, about half a
Tornado
mile.
during the time lapse. You know,
I
awesome that
think
would've
we
been.
actually get onto a road that could be a little bit less bumpy. Maybe we're just certified storm killers, dude.
Good. Kidding. You're bad for business.
It's good, man. It's good. We made sure that that storm last night didn't drop any stout tornadoes, you know. Dude, when we were in Spearman, that was some sketchy RFD, dude.
Yeah, it was.
Because I tried to get out and get gas. Wait, chat, were you guys worried about me last night with the gas?
I was.
Were you actually worried?
I was like, dude, this is not smart.
What's not smart?
We were just pushing our luck.
Well, I don't really care if we run out of gas. Like, what are you supposed to do? Give up?
Well, I mean,
Just end the stream?
not run out of gas. We were gonna go back.
We didn't, though.
Hold
Like,
on
if
to
you have a
storm.
10% chance of running out of gas, like, I feel like you just send it.
I just don't like those odds.
Well, what's wrong if you do run out of gas? Like, what happens to you? You just run out of gas. Like,
The
it's-
storm was just being too dumb.
Like, if you
being
run out of gas, like,
So
literally,
strange.
there's, like, nothing that would have happened. We would just been on the side of the road. And that's it. And we would have been close enough to Canadian where we could have, yeah, we would have been just fine, so.
Either way, we were fine, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, I wasn't worried about it, even if we did run out of gas. Because, like, it's either that or we give up. We give up on our chase and, like, you know, never back down, never what?
Your determination is gonna be the death of us.
Huh?
Your determination is gonna be the death of us.
How are we gonna die from running out of gas?
No, I'm not saying that was going to kill us. I'm saying
Yeah.
your determination is going to kill us. That is what I was saying.
Determination is going. So running out of, I don't.
It
I
is
don't-
not combined with the gas thing. I'm not putting those two things
Okay,
together.
Okay. We just roll. At least I roll a little different out here. You know, I'm not afraid of running out of gas. So, but I was pretty confident that we had a 2-gallon reserve in there, or some sort of reserve, because all the cars I've had before have had some sort of reserve. All right, where's this road? About 3.7 miles. We'll take this west. Oh man! Oh, look at that! Ooh, nice cows. Beautiful
Nice cows.
golden cows.
Nice beef cows.
It's slowly rotating in there, but the inflow is not, like, the inflow is strong, but
We
it kinda
missed a
showed-
gifted. Issa with the
Why are these
gifted
stores
memberships
dying?
there. They were the
Or,
5
like,
gifted there,
they're
Issa.
just- They seem like they're weakening as they get into what should be the better environment.
You know, I'm wondering if maybe it's just the higher terrain is the reason these storms even got really well established, and then they're like working themselves further south. There must be like, I guess, some greater sin down here, or maybe some warm air aloft. Something's wrong down here, because yeah, there's better moisture, but clearly it's working into a more stable environment.
Need a mustache update?
Yeah, and then once they are
coming in.
place from
Getting
upslope,
there. Not really,
they
but it's
just-
getting there.
They struggle even more. Okay, copy that. That's why I think this one went tornado warned in the first place, because it hugged a little south down by this like rock rim, and I'm pretty sure that tornado warning may have been almost solely influenced off terrain. If I had to guess, just looking at where it's moving through right here, it's definitely a big possibility.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, dude. Just the higher terrain just does weird things. Even though the moisture's not even good over there, like, it wouldn't shock me if this thing dropped a nice tornado just because it's in higher elevation.
Thanks, coffee, looking fly.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's
Eli do be looking fly, though, you know?
that definitely is. I mean,
I'm looking a little rough
it's-
today, chat. Like, I fell asleep at like 2:30 a.m. Had some pretty mid-Whataburger because
Yeah.
we didn't have enough time to fix any food last night, so I had some mid-Whataburger. And then I went to bed, woke up at like 11, and then I didn't have time to do everything I wanted to get done. I didn't allow myself enough time to even take a shower, bro. So I'm feeling rough, dude.
That's
Probably
what
smell.
the smell is.
It's not me, dude. It's the freaking. There's something rotting in the car right now, I think. I actually think there's something
you
rotting
didn't,
in here.
Did you not finish your chicken wrap last night? So
Nope.
It's in the back of the car.
What do you mean? Well, it's in the, yeah. Wait, what do you mean? I didn't eat one last night.
Yes, you did.
When?
It's on stream.
Oh, on the stream?
Yeah. Melinda with the super chat.
Well, I ate a chicken wrap
Did
yesterday.
you eat it all?
Yeah, I ate it all.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Well, when you said last night, I don't know. I was like, I thought you meant like at the hotel or
No.
something, you know. Gosh, dang, it's a little bit sharper turn than I thought. Look at, oh my
I know you
gosh.
didn't eat a chicken wrap last night.
Oh
at the
my
hotel.
gosh, look at the supercell structure there. Are you kidding me? I still have 2 left. So I only ate 1, actually. Melinda with the super chat, let's see, enjoying the stream building Lego icon sets. Let's go there. Let's go there, Melinda. Hopefully,
Which icon set are you building?
Yeah, which icon set are you building there?
I'm trying to think. Have I built any of the icons?
Whoa, watch out. What was that?
God,
Dude, there's a little animal there.
I had
don't
my
know what
eyes
that
closed
was.
for a split second.
It was like a little, it wasn't a cat, but it was just like a little like, whoa, chipmunk. Fat chipmunk. Freaking fat chipmunk. Chad, we're gonna have a beautiful view of the supercell as we cook west. We're gonna get up here,
Castor,
get
Eastern
out and
Newberry, Northern Calhoun, Lexington, West Central Sumter, Richland, and Western Kershaw counties. We're talking about areas including Columbia, Lexington, West Columbia, Casey, Irmo, and Camden. The severe thunderstorms are currently located along a line stretching from near Blair to 13 miles southeast of Batesburg-Leesville, and they're moving east at a brisk 55 miles per hour. The main threats are 60 miles per hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail, which means you should expect damage to trees and power lines. This warning is still in effect until 9:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So you've got about 29 more minutes to stay vigilant. If you're in the path of these storms, remember to move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building for your protection. Stay safe out there, y'all. Okay, checking a camera in Columbia on I-77. With a severe thunderstorm warning nearby, we're watching for lightning and any potential damage to trees and power lines. checking back in on that tornado warning for southeastern Lee and northeastern Phillips counties in Arkansas and northeastern Coahoma, Tunica, and north central Quitman counties in Mississippi. That warning continues until 8:45 p.m. CDT. At 8:17 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near St. Francis National Park, moving east at 25 miles per hour. This storm is bringing a tornado and quarter-size hail. The radar is showing clear rotation, folks, so this is a serious situation. Impacts include flying debris, which will be dangerous to anyone caught without shelter. Mobile homes could be damaged or destroyed, and we're expecting damage to roofs, windows, vehicles, and likely trees. Locations impacted include Helena, West Helena, St. Francis National Park, Tunica, Sledge, North Tunica, Dundee, Dubs, Little Texas, and Lula. Among others in the warned area, you need to take cover now, get to a storm shelter or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. If you're outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, you've got to get to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Again, this tornado warning continues for about 25 more minutes, until 8:45 p.m. CDT. All right, y'all, let's get an update on the ongoing severe thunderstorm warning that continues for folks in central Calhoun, Barnwell, Bamberg, southeastern Lexington, eastern Aiken, and Orangeburg counties here in central South Carolina. The National Weather Service in Columbia is still tracking a line of severe thunderstorms. As of 9:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, these storms were located along a line extending from about 8 miles north of Aiken State Park to near the Savannah River site. They're moving east at a pretty fast clip, about 50 miles per hour. The primary hazard with these storms is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And listen up, y'all. These storms have a history of producing widespread, damaging winds. So this isn't just a little breeze.
A new tornado warning
if you're in the
has
path,
been issued.
expect
A new tornado
damage to
warning
trees
has
and
been
power
issued.
lines. This warning is still in effect until 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So that gives us about another 40 minutes or so before it's set to expire. Locations directly impacted by this warning include Orangeburg, Barnwell, Bamberg, Denmark, Brookdale, Williston, Blackville, St. Matthews, Branchville, and the areas around Claflin College and South Carolina State University. Also keep an eye out if you're near the Orangeburg County Airport, Aiken State Park, Barnwell State Park, Edisto Gardens, Swansea, Wagoner, North, Springfield, and Hilda. This includes parts of Interstate 20 between mile markers 30 and 31, and Interstate 26 between mile markers 132 and 158. So for your protection, folks, if you're in these warned areas, you need to move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. We'll keep you updated right here. Breaking news. Just in from the National Weather Service, a tornado warning has been issued for northwestern Lafayette, south-central DeSoto, southwestern Marshall, Tate, and northeastern Panola counties in northwestern Mississippi. This is an extremely dangerous situation. At 8:21 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm, capable of producing a tornado and quarter-size hail, was located over Coldwater, or near Senatobia, moving east at 35 miles per hour, with radar indicating rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter, with mobile homes damaged or destroyed, and damage to roofs, windows, vehicles, and trees, likely in areas including Senatobia, Coldwater, Barr, Independence, and surrounding communities. If you are in the warned area, take cover now by moving to a storm shelter or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, avoiding windows. This warning is in effect until 9 p.m. CDT. For the next 39 minutes. All right, y'all, let's get an update on that severe thunderstorm warning that continues for folks in northeastern Harding and southeastern Union counties in New Mexico. As of 7:16 p.m. MDT, radar is still tracking a severe thunderstorm located about 12 miles northeast of Boyeros, or 23 miles northwest of Amistad. This storm is still on the move, heading southeast at 35 miles per hour. We're looking at 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail with this one, so you can expect hail damage to vehicles and some wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Areas currently being impacted or in the path include Amistad, Hayden, and Rosebud. This warning is still in effect for another 24 minutes, expiring at 7:45 p.m. MDT tonight. So if you're in those warned areas, please seek shelter inside a well-built structure and stay away from windows. This storm is packing a punch with those damaging winds and large hail. Okay, checking a camera in Hardin County, New Mexico, where a severe thunderstorm warning is nearby, with threats of hail and wind damage. We're watching for lightning. Just in from the National Weather Service, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for central Colfax County in northeastern New Mexico, valid until 8 p.m. mid-DT. This storm, located about 13 miles west of Raton Cruz Airport, is bringing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, with impacts expected for Maxwell, Raton Cruz Airport, and sections of Highway 64 and Interstate 25. Expect hail damage to vehicles and wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. If you're in the affected area, please seek shelter inside a well-built structure and stay away from windows.
Okay.
All right, checking our camera on I-55 at the rest area. There's a tornado warning nearby.
Switch to
We're watching for any
velocity.
lightning, glow, or debris.
And back again. It's possible.
Okay, checking our camera in
Wait for the next
Coahoma
game.
County, Arkansas. There's a tornado warning nearby. We're watching for any lightning or glow and looking out for flying debris. Hey, Chris Warning Whisperer Coker, you're absolutely right. We've got a couple of tornado warnings going on right now, especially in parts of Arkansas and Mississippi. Thanks for being a channel member and looking out, folks. Everyone in those areas, please stay safe. Howdy, y'all. YallBot here with an update on that earthquake near Guam. This was a magnitude 5.3, about 139 kilometers north-northwest of Asan Mena village. It occurred at a depth of 10 kilometers, roughly 30 minutes ago. Good news, still 0 felt reports. The event's reviewed and there's no tsunami warning or alert level. We're keeping an eye on the situation. Stay safe out there.
Honestly, I think it looks more like hail.
All right, so the SPC has updated their Day 3 outlook.
That's from what I've
And
seen.
this is
It
for Monday,
shifted
June 9th. They're highlighting a slight risk
north
for
a bit,
severe thunderstorms
around where
across
the,
portions of the southeast.
hail
This
course would be.
means scattered severe storms are possible, mainly bringing the threat of damaging winds and large hail. Looking at the timing for Monday, things could get started early. There might be an ongoing cluster of storms, maybe an MCS, across the lower Mississippi Valley Monday morning. The SPC thinks this could try to re-intensify as we head into the late morning and afternoon. So, places like New Orleans, which is in a marginal risk, could see some activity, and this could shift towards Memphis and Birmingham, which are in that slight risk. Then, as we get into Monday afternoon and evening, that's when we expect more widespread development. Across the southeast in that slight risk area, we're talking about cities like Atlanta, Georgia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Nashville, Tennessee, Birmingham, Alabama, and Memphis, Tennessee. Scattered severe storms are possible here, with damaging winds being the main worry. But large hail is definitely on the table too, especially where storms can get a bit more organized along a stationary front and an approaching cold front. Further north, into the Ohio Valley and Central Appalachians, storms will also fire up along that cold front. This area, including cities like Columbus and Cleveland. Ohio is under a marginal risk, mainly for damaging winds and some hail. And out west, over the southern high plains into Texas, also a marginal risk. We could see some storms pop up over the mountains in New Mexico during the day with isolated hail and wind. Then, into Monday night, some elevated storms might develop further east, possibly into parts of Texas, like near Austin, bringing a risk for isolated large hail. Albuquerque, New Mexico is also in this marginal zone. So Monday is shaping up to be an active day for several regions, with the main focus for stronger storms in that slight risk across the southeast. Okay, checking our camera on I-55 at the rest area. A tornado warning is nearby, with dangerous flying debris possible. We're watching for any lightning or glow. Okay, checking our camera in Coahoma County, Arkansas. There's a tornado warning nearby, with severe weather conditions and potential for debris. We're watching for any lightning or glow. Hey Joni, good to hear those sea storms are staying north of ya. They're definitely pushing eastward. Appreciate you being a member of the YallBot fam. Just to update you on a report of significant thunderstorm wind damage we received earlier this evening. This occurred around 8:15 p.m. local time near Laurens, specifically 2 miles north-northeast of Laurens, in Laurens County, South Carolina. The emergency manager confirms multiple trees and limbs are down, impacting several roads, including Highway 76. This is a hazardous situation. We'll continue to monitor. Stay safe out there. All right, so we're still tracking that tornado warning for folks in northwestern Lafayette, south central DeSoto, southwestern Marshall, Tate, and northeastern Panola counties in northwestern Mississippi. This warning continues until 9 o'clock p.m. CDT, which is about 30 minutes from right now. At 8:21 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located right over Coldwater, or near Senatobia, and it's moving east at 35 miles per hour. This storm has radar-indicated rotation, meaning a tornado is possible, and it's also bringing quarter-size hail. Folks in places like Senatobia, Coldwater, Barr, and Independence, you need to be taking cover now. This is a dangerous situation where flying debris can be a real threat, and mobile homes could be damaged or destroyed. Get to a storm shelter or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, and make sure you're staying away from those windows. If you're outside or in a vehicle, find the closest substantial shelter to protect yourself from any flying debris. We'll keep you updated. Just in from the National Weather Service, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for north-central Hempstead County, northern Sevier County, and southeastern Howard County, all in southwestern Arkansas. This storm is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, with impacts including hail damage to vehicles and wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. At 8:32 p.m. CDT, the severe thunderstorm was located near Locksburg, or near DeQueen, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Key locations impacted include DeQueen, Nashville, Mineral Springs, and Locksburg. This warning is in effect until 9:15 p.m. CDT. So for the next 43 minutes, be sure to move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building for your safety. Okay, checking our camera in Hardin County, New Mexico. There's a severe thunderstorm warning nearby for hail and high winds, so we're watching for lightning. hey there, rail rider. Glad that theme song gets you in the zone like Ryan's about to drop in. Speaking of getting hyped, you know my album Stream Songs 2025 Volume 1 is out, right? Go stream those bangers. All right, so here's your YallCast, fresh off the digital press for Denton, Texas. Did y'all know Denton is famous for its amazing music scene, especially its indie rock and jazz, and even hosts the Denton Arts and Jazz Festival that brings in over 200,000 folks each year? Pretty neat, huh? Okay, looking at what's happening right now, around 8:30 p.m. on this Saturday evening, it's mostly cloudy out there. The temperature is a warm 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but with that Texas humidity, it's feeling more like a steamy 98 degrees Fahrenheit. You've got a light breeze coming in from the south-southeast at about 7 miles per hour. Good news is, there are no active weather alerts for Denton at the moment. For the rest of tonight, those clouds are going to stick around, making it partly cloudy. We've got about a 30% chance for some showers and thunderstorms to pop up, mainly between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. Your low temperature will be around 74 degrees Fahrenheit, though it might actually tick up to about 76 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. And y'all, that heat index could still hit 101 degrees Fahrenheit, so keep that water bottle handy. Now, looking ahead to Sunday, your day is going to start off sunny, but then a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms could roll in after 4 p.m. We're talking about a 20% chance. It's going to be a scorcher, with highs near 95 degrees Fahrenheit, though they might dip a bit to around 93 degrees Fahrenheit in the afternoon. That heat index, ooh-wee, it could soar as high as 106 degrees Fahrenheit, so please take it easy out there. If you do catch some rain, expect maybe between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch. Then Sunday night looks like it's going to get a bit more active, folks. We're looking at showers and thunderstorms, and a pretty high chance too, 90%. Some of these storms could even turn severe and bring some heavy rain, so definitely stay weather aware. We could see rainfall amounts between 1 and 2 inches, which is a good soaking. The low will drop to a more comfortable 69 degrees Fahrenheit, but the heat index earlier in the evening could still be up around 102 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will shift to come from the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Finally, for Monday, that chance of showers and thunderstorms hangs around, about a 50% chance throughout the day. It'll be mostly cloudy, with a high near a cooler 83 degrees Fahrenheit. If it rains, you might see another 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. And that's the YallCast for Denton. Remember, if y'all want your own personalized YallCast, just send in a request through Super Chat. Just in from the National Weather Service, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for parts of central South Carolina. This includes Lee, central Calhoun, Clarendon, Sumter, southeastern Richland, and southern Kershaw counties. Radar indicates severe thunderstorms packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, moving east at 55 miles per hour, which could cause damage to trees and power lines. This warning affects locations such as Columbia, Sumter, Camden, and Shaw Air Base, and is in effect until 10:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so for the next 40 minutes or so. If you're in the warned area, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building for your safety. All right, so we're still tracking that tornado warning for parts of Mississippi. This warning continues for northwestern Lafayette, south-central DeSoto, southwestern Marshall, Tate, and northeastern Panola counties. It was issued at 8:35 p.m. CDT and is set to expire at 9 p.m. CDT, so we've got about 24 minutes left on this one. At 8:34 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Senatobia, and it's moving east at 35 miles per hour. This storm has radar-indicated rotation, meaning a tornado is possible, and it's also bringing ping-pong ball-size hail. Folks, if you are in Senatobia, Coldwater, Barr, Independence, Luxahoma, or any of those impacted areas, listen up. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur.
All right, I gotta step out.
Tree damage
Wait on.
is likely. Take cover now. Move to a storm shelter or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest
All right, I
substantial
found the
shelter
card.
and protect yourself from flying debris. Okay, checking our camera on I-55 at the rest area. A tornado warning is nearby, posing a threat of dangerous flying debris, and we're watching for any lightning or glow. Okay, checking our camera on US 49 at the Mississippi River Bridge. A tornado warning is nearby. We're watching for lightning and any signs of rotation or debris.
Ew.
Okay, checking our camera in Crenshaw. There's a tornado warning nearby, so we're watching for any lightning, power flashes, or signs of debris. Looking at our camera on Interstate 55 at the rest area. There's a tornado warning nearby, so we're watching for any lightning, power flashes, or potential signs of a tornado. You got that right, Viewmaster Andrew. And a big shout out to our members. Kopik always finds the prime spots. Hope those cows are tipping well for him tonight. Okay, so in case you missed it, we received a significant hail report about an hour ago. This was at 6:40 p.m. Mountain Time, out near Gladstone, specifically 13 miles east of Gladstone, in Union County, New Mexico. A co-op observer at Pasamonte Ranch confirmed golf ball-sized hail, measuring 1 3/4 inches. That is substantial hail, so certainly a concern for anyone in that area. We will continue monitoring the situation. Thanks for the super chat, Chase. Looks like you're asking for a YallCast for New Concord, Ohio. It's an active day out there with a WIS of 54.5, but I'll get right to that for you. All right, huge shout out to Darloff for becoming an extra supporter. Thanks for joining the YallBot fam. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Chase Morris wants to know about the weather in New Concord, Ohio. Did y'all know New Concord is the boyhood home of astronaut and U.S. Senator John Glenn? Pretty cool. It's 9:42 p.m. In New Concord, latest odds show mostly cloudy skies, 74 degrees, feeling like 74, winds calm. No active weather alerts. Over the next 3 hours until about 12:45 a.m., expect mostly cloudy skies. Temps will cool from the low 70s to the upper 60s. Isolated showers and thunderstorms can start around 11 p.m. Then, looking out 3 to 6 hours, from about 12:45 a.m. to 3:45 a.m., Those showers and thunderstorms will become more scattered. Temps will be in the mid-60s, so keep that umbrella handy. Thanks again for the $1.99 super chat, Chase Morris. All right, y'all, checking back in on that tornado warning we've got going on for parts of Mississippi. This warning continues for northwestern Lafayette, southwestern Marshall, eastern Tate, and northeastern Panola counties. As of 8:39 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Barr, or about 7 miles east of Senatobia. This storm is trucking along, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Radar is still indicating rotation, and we're talking about a tornado and ping-pong ball-size hail as the main hazards. Folks, this is serious business. Flying debris will be dangerous to anyone caught without shelter. Mobile homes can be damaged or completely destroyed, and we're expecting damage to roofs, windows, vehicles, and trees. This tornado warning is still in effect for another 17 minutes until 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Locations currently impacted include Senatobia, Barr, Independence, Luxahoma, Lurline, Aiken, Wyatt, Crossroad, Tyro, Chulahoma, Glenville, Thyatira, Powagville, Bett, Newtown, and Rock Hill. If you are in any of these areas, you need to take cover now. Get to a storm shelter or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. And for goodness sake, stay away from those windows. If you're outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter you can find and protect yourself from any flying debris. Do not wait on this one, y'all. Just in from the National Weather Service, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for northeastern Quay County and southeastern Union County in New Mexico, including Amistad, Naravisa, and Hayden. This storm, currently located 6 miles south of Hayden and moving southeast, is bringing ping-pong ball-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, capable of damaging roofs, siding, windows, and trees. This warning is in effect for the next 45 minutes, until 8:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. If you are in these areas, please seek shelter inside a sturdy building and stay away from windows. Okay, checking our camera in Columbia on I-95. There's a severe thunderstorm warning nearby with severe weather conditions, so we're watching for lightning as damage to trees and power lines is expected. Okay, checking our camera on I-55 at the Welcome Center. There's a tornado warning nearby, so we're watching closely for any lightning, power flashes, or debris. Okay, checking our camera in Union County, New Mexico. There's a severe thunderstorm warning nearby, so we're watching for lightning and any signs of strong winds. Okay, checking our camera on I-55 at the rest area. There's a tornado warning nearby, so we're watching closely for any lightning, rotation, or debris. Hey y'all, YallBot here with an earthquake update. This was the magnitude 5.3, 139 kilometers north-northwest of Asan Mena Village, Guam, striking about 54 minutes ago, 10 kilometers deep. Good news, still 0 felt reports. It's reviewed with no tsunami warning or alert. Situation looks stable, but we'll monitor for aftershocks. Stay safe. All right, so the SPC has just put out their latest update for tonight. They're continuing a slight risk for severe storms across the southern plains, the southeast, and the Carolinas. Here's a quick rundown. In the Carolinas, a line of storms over South Carolina is bringing a damaging wind threat for a few more hours this evening, possibly reaching the coast. Cities like Charlotte, Raleigh, and Greensboro should be alert. For the southeast, strong storms from southern Arkansas are drifting into Mississippi and maybe western Alabama, with a wind and hail threat into the early overnight. Down in the southern high plains, supercells along the Texas-New Mexico border have severe wind and hail. More storms could form from the Texas Panhandle to central Oklahoma and west central Texas, including near Dallas and Plano. And in the Ohio Valley, mainly east of Missouri, a few small supercells carry a brief tornado and wind gust threat for a few more hours. So the main concerns tonight are damaging winds, some hail, and that isolated tornado risk in the Ohio Valley. Stay weather aware. Okay, checking our camera on I-55 at the rest area. There's a tornado warning nearby, so we're watching for any lightning that might show rotation or debris. All right, so we're still tracking that severe thunderstorm warning for parts of central South Carolina. This warning continues for Lee County, central Calhoun County, Clarendon County, Sumter County, southeastern Richland County, and southern Kershaw County. We've got severe thunderstorms moving east at a brisk 55 miles per hour, stretching in a line from near Lake Wateree Dam down to near St. Matthews. These storms are packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and radar's picking that up. You can expect damage to trees and power lines with this system. Folks in places like Columbia, Sumter, Camden, Manning, Bishopville, and particularly those around Shaw Air Base and McEntire Air Base need to stay alert. Also, if you're on Interstate 20 between mile markers 84 and 125, or Interstate 95 between mile markers 111 and 146, be aware. This warning is in effect for about another 24 minutes, expiring at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For your safety, make sure you're in an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Okay, checking our camera in Union County, New Mexico. There's a severe thunderstorm warning nearby, so we're watching for lightning, as this storm could bring hail and damaging winds. All right, folks, let's dive into the latest excessive rainfall outlook from the Weather Prediction Center, because we've got a busy night ahead for much of the eastern U.S. A broad marginal risk, that's at least a 5% chance of flash flooding, covers most areas east of about Interstate 35.
A new tornado warning
but we're
has
really
been issued.
watching 3 specific zones under a slight risk. meaning a 15% or higher chance for flash flooding. And this is valid right through early Sunday morning. First, up in the Northeast, southern New England is getting hit now. This includes the Hudson Valley near Albany, New York, stretching eastward across Massachusetts, northern Connecticut, and into the Boston metro. They're seeing bands of very efficient heavy rain from low-topped storms. Essentially, these warm rainstorms are super effective at dumping moisture, and some flash flooding is already underway. Second, the Ohio River Valley. This is a big concern for tonight and into the overnight, especially for the middle and upper Ohio Valley. That's eastern Kentucky, southeast Ohio, West Virginia, and southwest Pennsylvania. We've got very moist air fueling these storms. Combined with the hilly terrain and already wet ground, locally significant flash flooding is a distinct possibility there. And third, down in the Mid-South, a line of storms, an MCS, already brought some flash flooding to central Arkansas. That threat is now nudging southward as the system evolves. We're looking out for more storm development or storms repeatedly hitting the same areas, which could lead to localized flash flooding this evening and overnight. So for everyone in these slight risk areas, please stay vigilant for heavy downpours and potential flash flooding as we go through the night. Breaking news from the National Weather Service in Memphis, Tennessee. A tornado warning has been issued for northwestern Lafayette Terrace, southern Marshall, southeastern Tate, and northeastern Panola counties in northwestern Mississippi, in effect until 9:45 p.m. CDT for the next 51 minutes. A dangerous storm capable of producing a tornado and half-dollar-size hail with radar indicating rotation was located near Barr, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour, threatening areas including Oxford, Waldocks State Park, and Abbeville, with flying debris and extensive damage to homes and trees. If you are in these areas, take cover now. Move to a storm shelter or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building and avoid windows. Just in from the National Weather Service, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for parts of eastern Arkansas, northwestern Mississippi, and West Tennessee, including cities like South Haven, West Memphis, and Forest City. This storm, located near Widener and moving east at 35 miles per hour, is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Expect hail damage to vehicles and wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Y'all need to take cover in an interior room on the lowest floor of a building, as this warning runs until 9:45 p.m. CDT for the next 49 minutes. All right, so we're still tracking that severe thunderstorm warning for north-central Hempstead County, northern Sevier County, and southeastern Howard County in southwestern Arkansas. At 8:32 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm was located near Locksburg or near DeKalb, moving east at 25 miles per hour. This storm is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. That means hail damage to vehicles is expected, and you can expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This is all radar indicated. Locations impacted include DeQueen, Nashville, Mineral Springs, Dirks, Locksburg, Gilham, Corinth, Centerpoint, Silver Ridge, Geneva, Muddy Fork, Lebanon, Provo, and Bellevue. This warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. CDT, so we've got about 22 more minutes to go. For your protection, if you're in the path of this storm, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail, damaging wind, and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning are all happening with this storm, so move indoors immediately. And remember, torrential rainfall is occurring, so do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Okay, checking our camera in Jackson at Jackson Avenue and College Hill Road. There's a tornado warning nearby. We're watching for any lightning, power flashes, or debris. All right, camera in Gilham, a severe thunderstorm warning is nearby. We're watching for lightning, with risks of hail and wind damage. Howdy folks, YallBot here with a quick check-in on that earthquake we mentioned. Just to recap, that was a magnitude 6.2 tremor, located on the western Indian Antarctic Ridge, about 10 kilometers deep, and it struck a couple of hours ago now. The good news is the event has been officially reviewed, and the alert level remains green. We still haven't received any felt reports, which isn't too surprising given its remote location. While aftershocks are always a possibility with a quake of this size, widespread impact is unlikely. We'll keep an eye on things and let y'all know if anything changes. All right, so the Storm Prediction Center has updated their Day 2 outlook for Sunday, and they're really focusing on the southern plains. There's a moderate risk, that's a level 4 out of 5, for severe thunderstorms across parts of Oklahoma and northern Texas, extending towards the Arklatex. This is mainly for late afternoon and evening on Sunday. We're talking cities like Wichita Falls, Denton, and Sherman in Texas, along with Lawton and Ardmore in Oklahoma. This threat area is very close to and includes parts of the enhanced risk, which covers Oklahoma City and the broader Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. The main concerns in that moderate risk are destructive wind gusts, possibly 80 to 100 miles per hour, very large hail, some potentially 3 inches or larger, and a few tornadoes. Here's how they see it unfolding. Storms are expected to fire up in Kansas and Oklahoma by late morning or early afternoon Sunday, initially as supercells with that large hail and tornado threat. Later in the day, these are likely to organize into a powerful line or cluster of storms, a mesoscale convective system, or MCS, sweeping southeast across southwestern Oklahoma into northern Texas with those significant wind gusts. There's also a slight risk for severe storms from the Ozarks to the mid-Mississippi Valley. Think Kansas City, Tulsa, and Wichita, Kansas, during the late afternoon and evening, with threats of large hail, damaging winds, and a brief tornado. And another slight risk covers the south to lower mid-Atlantic states, including places like Washington, D.C. and Virginia Beach for Sunday afternoon, bringing risks of damaging winds, some hail, and a couple of tornadoes. So Sunday is shaping up to be a very active severe weather day, particularly for the southern plains. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, I see my little thundercloud Caleb asking if I'm still here. Of course I am, just busy keeping an eye on all this action for y'all. And to my pal, Druid.Meister, you're totally right about the WIS. It's at 59.31 right now, so we've definitely got some active weather brewing somewhere in the US. Lightning lover ILOVETRAINS is even spotting lightning. By the way, if you become a channel member, you can chat with me about weather whenever you want. Looking at our camera in Oxford on Jackson Avenue, there's a tornado warning nearby, so we're watching for any lightning and for signs of flying debris. YallBot here with an update on a storm report from earlier this evening. Just about 82 minutes ago, around 6:40 p.m. Mountain Time, significant hail impacted an area 13 miles east of Gladstone in Union County, New Mexico. We're now confirming reports from the Pasamonte Ranch of golf ball-sized hail, measuring 1.75 inches in diameter. We'll keep you updated as more information comes in. Stay safe out there. All right, chat. Big shout out to Jonna Rutledge for becoming an extra supporter. Thanks so much for joining the Weather Fam, Jonna. You just unlocked those sweet custom emotes and loyalty badges. All right, so the SPC has updated their Day 3 outlook, and this is for Monday. They're highlighting a slight risk for severe thunderstorms across parts of the southeast. This includes cities like Memphis, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, Nashville, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia, and Birmingham, Alabama. The main concerns for these areas on Monday, especially into the afternoon and evening, are damaging winds and large hail. Looking at the timing for Monday, scattered storms are expected to develop in the afternoon along a cold front from the northeast into the Ohio Valley, and also along a stationary front in Virginia and the Carolinas. Damaging winds are the primary worry, with some large hail possible. We also need to watch for a potential storm system, an MCS, that might be ongoing Monday morning in the lower Mississippi Valley and could re-intensify. There's also a marginal risk that extends from the southern high plains into Texas. Think Austin, Texas and Albuquerque, New Mexico, where isolated large hail could be an issue, especially Monday night. This marginal risk also covers areas like Columbus and Cleveland in Ohio and New Orleans, Louisiana. So Monday is shaping up to be an active day in these spots, primarily with wind and hail. All right, so here's your YallCast for Sherman, Texas. Did y'all know Sherman is often called the City of Seven Hills? Pretty neat for a Texas town, ain't it? Okay, let's talk weather. About an hour ago, around 7:50 p.m., it was a clear 91 degrees out at the Grayson County Airport. But hold on to your hats, because it felt more like a steamy 101 with that humidity. Winds were pretty light, coming out of the west-southwest, about 7 miles per hour. Good news first, no active weather alerts for y'all in the Sherman area right now. So, for the rest of tonight, that's Saturday night, those clear skies are going to give way to mostly cloudy conditions. We've got a pretty decent chance, about a 50% shot, for some showers and thunderstorms to roll on through. If they do, you could pick up a quarter to a half an inch of rain. Your low temperature will dip to around 71, though it might just creep back up to 73 degrees as the night wears on. Winds are going to be calm, so not much relief there. Then for your Sunday, get ready for a hot one, y'all. We're looking at mostly sunny skies with a high pushing near 91 degrees. And yeah, heat index is going to be up there again, feeling like 102. So please stay hydrated and take it easy if you're outdoors. There's a slight, about a 20% chance for a pop-up shower or thunderstorm during the day. If one finds you, it might drop a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain. Winds will be pretty light, coming from the south-southeast around 5 miles per hour. Now, Sunday night, that's when things really get interesting. We're talking a 90% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And listen up, folks. Some of these storms could be severe and could bring some heavy rain. We're talking the potential for 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. So definitely keep an eye on the sky, have a way to get warnings, and stay weather aware Sunday night. Lows will be around 67, maybe nudging up to 69 overnight. Looking ahead to Monday, it'll be a bit of a cool down after all that activity, with a high near 81 degrees. Still expect mostly cloudy skies, and there's a 40% chance for more showers and thunderstorms, possibly laying down another quarter to a half an inch of rain.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Just drop a request in the super chat. Just in from the National Weather Service, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for northwestern Oldham County and southwestern Hartley County, both in the panhandle of Texas. This storm, located 10 miles west of Romero, is bringing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Expect minor damage to roofs, siding, and trees, with hail damage to vehicles possible. It's moving southeast at 35 miles per hour, and this warning is in effect until 9:45 p.m. CDT, which is for the next 39 minutes. If you're in or near Romero, take shelter now in an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Just in from the National Weather Service, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for southern Lee and northern Phillips counties in eastern Arkansas, and for north-central Coahoma and southwestern Tunica counties in northwestern Mississippi. This warning is in effect until 9:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time, as radar indicates a severe thunderstorm near Palmer, 9 miles west of Marvell, moving east at 30 miles per hour. This storm brings 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, with impacts expected to include hail damage to vehicles and wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. If you are in the warned area, including Marvell, Helena, West Helena, or Friars Point, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building for your protection. All right, y'all, let's get an update on the ongoing tornado warning. This warning is still in effect for northwestern Lafayette, southern Marshall, and southeastern Tate counties in Mississippi. We've got a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Harmontown, or about 11 miles northeast of John W. Kyle State Park, and it's moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Radar is indicating rotation, so this is a serious threat, along with the tornado. We're seeing quarter-sized hail. If you're in areas like Oxford, Harmontown, Laws Hill, or Abbeville, you need to be taking shelter immediately. This storm brings the risk of flying debris, damage to mobile homes, roofs, windows, vehicles, and trees. This tornado warning remains in effect for another 37 minutes, until 9:45 p.m. CDT. So if you're in the warned area, take cover now. Get to a storm shelter or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows. If you're outside or in a mobile home or vehicle, get to the closest substantial shelter you can find and protect yourself from flying debris. Stay safe, y'all. All right, y'all, let's get an update on the ongoing severe thunderstorm warning for parts of central South Carolina. This warning is still active. If you're in places like Orangeburg,
Wait. You're getting on. Oh, was it? Was it? It was a little super screen. It didn't do really anything, right? Did it do something, Jefferson, or no?